2009. Of course it has. But it takes great insight, right, to go before. How do you have the vision? How are you able to look ahead? So Toyota certainly has that. Now, if we think about out of the car sets, who are some of the ones that have gone before? Christopher Columbus, arguably, right, as somebody that went before, kind of got on the ship and went, right? Lindbergh and his play in the Spirit of St. Louis, he went over the water, right? So Toyota had the ability to see that. And so in 1997, Prius was offered, but it was offered in Japan. And when it was offered in Japan in 1997, it really embroidered all of Toyota's environmental platforms. And then in the year 2000, actually launched in the United States of America. And shortly thereafter, in 2001, the awards started to come in, right? The awards and the accolades. 2004, we saw the introduction of Hybrid Synergy Drive, HSD, which we'll talk about now, right? And I think it's also significant to point out that the price point between 2004 and 2000 didn't change dramatically, which is very, very, very important. As the technology increased, it certainly was there. What happens right from 2004 till today, I mean, I know a lot of you have seen the press and the rewards, but Prius is a full hybrid, and I think it's very important we talk about that delineation. There is a great difference between the two. Prius is a full hybrid. There are other hybrids on the market, but those hybrids are really mild hybrids. So what does a full hybrid mean? A full hybrid means it has the ability to run what? On the gas motor, on the hybrid motor, and the ability to run on both, right? So hybrid, fuel, or both. That's full. Mild means that the gas motor has to continuously be in operation with the mild engine. It's interesting to note, by the way, that the 2010 Prius does not have any belts on it at all. It's a beltless engine. And so first of all, one of the questions that we always ask is, as a consumer, what does that mean? You say, Andrew, thanks very much. I'm glad it doesn't have any belts, but what does that do for me? Well, what that does for you, right, is it cuts down on the actual drag of the engine. So the Prius is much more fuel efficient. Very, very important to know. So let's talk about the 2010 Prius, because this is exciting. The Prius is offered really in 4 different, we call it levels, platforms. Prius 2, Prius 3, Prius 4, and Prius 5. The Prius 2, and let's kind of talk about some of the big changes, and we talked about this earlier. The 2010 Prius has been wind tested more than any other Toyota in history. The coefficiency drag, right, has been reduced from 0.26 to 0.25, and you say, Andrew, what does that mean? It basically means it's why it's able to get that combined 50 miles per gallon is all part of it. What you'll also see when we go outside is the 2010 Prius looks completely different. So part of that coefficiency drag, part of those improvements, you'll see redefined lines, not only on top of the vehicle, but underneath it as well. And I don't expect you guys and ladies to get on the ground underneath and look, right? Thank you very much. We're not into doing calisthenics out in the parking lot.
You can volunteer.
Exactly. But what we want to do is just let you know that the updates to the air not only happen on top, but also underneath the vehicle as well. The battery, the hybrid battery, by the way, one of the biggest things that we always ask out there, the U.S. Department of Energy just talking about the longevity of hybrid batteries. They stopped testing after 160,000 miles, so it really should give you a lot of confidence about the actual battery. It's been redesigned, cools better than ever before. Also, the cargo space has increased too in the 2010 Prius. So it's exponential. We'll go outside and actually show you how it has. Now, let's talk about when you're driving. There's a couple of nuances this year that have happened. Why don't we go outside and we'll show those to you. Come on out here.
Great. Well,